The de-escalates the scene from the ground to the cloud. He's a hacking machine, but beware of the trap. The SQ on the seat, or 1 equals 1, a trick so obsolete. He hates it the most, it's a lazy feat. For Tiberius seeks challenges, he won't accept defeat. On Web App Wednesday, watch him unveil the secrets of hacking without any fail. Wisdom and passion, he tells his tale. In the world of cyber, he always prevails. So here's to Tiberius, the ethical hacker with flair. On his live stream journey, he takes you there to the depths of web apps with time to spare. He's the guardian of the net with knowledge to share.
Hello.
New subscription received.
Music.
Dispensing gratitude.
All
Gratitude
good.
dispensed.
Microphone working? Yes.
Hey Tibbs.
Excellent.
How's life? Good to see you, buddy.
Thank you. Who was that? Deadpool, thank you for the 4 months. Yeah. So, I'm a little bit flustered because I just got some weird fucking news. And I'm extremely confused. So... Oh god, alright. I applied, so everyone knows I applied to make Feet Feud a Defcon contest, right? And we did it. We applied last year, we got rejected. We fixed the reason why we got rejected, applied again this year. The contest submission thing for Defcon is very strange. You just have to fill out like a form, but and then you send it via an email. So it's very strange. We got I technically applied. I applied for 2 contests. One was Feet Feud. One was a new contest, which I invented at ShmooCon, and I thought would be really fun. I applied for both. I got emails saying we've received your submissions, and then I had absolutely nothing. And then I have some friends who are goons who know the people in the contest team. And on my birthday, I was playing games with friends in the Only Feet server, and the goons came into the call and said that Feet Feud had been accepted as a contest. And that was a nice birthday present. But I didn't receive anything via email for anything. I have not received anything other than we've accepted your things from the Defcon contest email, which was odd. But again, I have friends who are goons who know the people who run the contests, and they were like, "Yeah, no, you're in. Feet Feud is happening. Feet Feud's official." So started organizing Feet Feud. Tweeted about it. Got retweeted by the Defcon account. Like, the Defcon official account retweeted my tweet about Feet Feud being official. Started gathering stuff. And then last week, the contest webpage got put up with all the lists of the contest. And Feet Feud wasn't on it. But my other one was. The other contest I submitted for, which I had heard nothing about, by the way, was up there. And so that was like, okay, confusing. So I contact my goon friend, and he's like, Feet Feud was definitely accepted. I'll contact them, and we'll see what went. Because what I figured was they probably just got confused. Like, they just put the other contest up and not Feet Feud. Anyway, like a week later, I hadn't heard anything. I was like, should I just email? Like, should I email somebody who's like email the contest team again, or email somebody else who's involved with the contest? And they were like, yeah. And I just got an email like literally 16 minutes ago from the guy saying Feet Feud was not accepted as a contest, but the other one was. What? What? So I was like literally told on my birthday, Feet Feud was accepted. That was the main contest we wanted, like literally. So now I'm so confused. How can one person be telling me it's definitely in, and another person apparently telling me it wasn't accepted? Like, where the hell does that even get confused? It's so confusing. I'll tell you what my goon friend said. So the only tiny negative feedback he said, the guy who organized the contest, was someone complained about the foot theme since it's kind of fetish stuff, I guess. But his argument was there's nothing in the rules. And they said, it's a done deal. It's locked in. Apparently it's not locked in. I said, so Feet Feud is official. Yep, real deal. Oh man, this is fucking annoying. So I guess, I don't know what the fuck. I guess I'm maybe, I don't know. I don't even really want to do the fucking other contest now. It's kind of just stupid. Really annoying. I'm gonna try and. Sounds like you need another. I mean, I don't know. So the guy told me it was not accepted. Is the Defcon Villages League? 2 seconds. This is just so stupid. I've like planned all this crap. Is there a lead POC for this? I mean, maybe. Like that's the issue is the contest. I don't know if it's just me or not. What was that? The contest thing is just very strange. It's all done by email. Yeah, we've been like literally. I have a team. Like it's a small team. It's a couple of people helping me with Feet View. And yeah, luckily we haven't, like, we were gonna go all out with like prizes and shit. We haven't. We were actually in the process of getting the prizes ready because obviously we want to be prepared. But I guess now there's no fucking point. I don't know what. Don't get me wrong. The other contest is gonna be fun. It's called Man Pages, and it's basically a quiz about man pages. So it's a team quiz about how well you know man pages, which is going to be hilarious. All right. So that's going to be fun, but this is just a bummer. I'm hoping they'll the guy who the villagers lead is wrong. But yeah, I don't know. Worked out a day streaming with a new gig? No, so we have today off because it's Juneteenth. We get Juneteenth off, which is cool. Yeah, so that's kind of a bummer. But yeah, fun. Anyway, we're gonna hack web apps and crap, I guess. Shit. I mean, okay, so here's the thing. Feet Feud will happen no matter what. Okay, I guarantee that. We will figure out a way to do Feet Feud. Okay, we applied last year, didn't get it, still did it. Alright? Feet Feud is definitely fucking happening one way or another. It doesn't matter if it's fucking non-official. We will find somewhere to do it. We will do it. And, you know, they can't stop us. It was just going to be fun because, you know, it's more fun if you actually have it officially because then it's on the schedule. People know about it. So don't worry. Feet Feud is definitely fucking happening. Apparently it's just not fucking... I don't know. Ah! God damn it. So that has ruined my Wednesday. But we have shit to do. So, let's do some marbles. Oh. Alright. Can't wait, this is gonna be my first Defcon. Nice! Yeah, come see me, come sign my book. Exclamation point play in chat if you wanna play. I think it's up. I've heard nothing about the other one. That's the thing. The lack of communication from Defcon is kind of bizarre, considering they're the biggest convention, like literally the biggest hacker convention. I received emails, and I'll tell you what the emails said actually. So we submitted back in January. So I submitted January 16th, which is basically when the contest thing was opened up. Got an email. Yeah, January 16th. I submitted. Actually, January 9th, sorry. January 9th, I submitted. February 10th, a month later, received. Thank you for your submission. We will get back to you on or before March 1st with our decision. Heard nothing. I actually forgot that March 1st was the deadline we'd hear back from them. And then I emailed them in April. April 23rd, a week before my birthday, I emailed them and said, hey, we never received a decision by March 1st about either of the contest submissions. Hopefully we can hear something definitive soon, because if it's not approved, we still want to run it unofficially in some capacity. Didn't hear anything back. Like I said, nothing. The only reason I heard anything, and apparently behind the scenes they were like, we should tell him on his birthday. For some reason, I don't know. So like I said, I was playing games with friends in the OnlyFeet server on my birthday, and I thought it was the head of the contest lead, but either way, it was one of my goon friends came in. There's a few goons actually came into the chat on a video call and were like, "Hey, good news, Feet Feud's accepted." I was like, "Hell yeah, that's a great birthday present." And now it was wrong. I don't know. I'm so confused. I don't understand how like, what level of communication is this? Like, and even then, I didn't hear anything officially from the contest email, which I brought up with my goon friend. I'm like, hey, we haven't actually received any, like, I prefer an email from contest at Defcon saying, by the way, your contest was accepted and here's information that you might need. Yeah, maybe a mix-up. I don't know. It just fucking sucks. By the way, I put my webcam up here because honestly, I think it looks better up here, and I don't know. We're gonna go with it. So yes. Anyway, all man pages will be fun. It's going to be it's a team base. I think we have teams of up to 4. So if you think you know your man pages, then yeah, come play and I guess the official contest. Unless they're just wrong and that one isn't approved, but Feet Feud is. That's what I'm really hoping. Oh. Raid hunt going through. We still talking about crazy Defcon stuff? They don't know what's going on. They will. I mean, it doesn't seem like it. It's kind of fucking crazy. I don't understand how you can... Not like T-Set guys in first, but not in first. Anyway. I don't quite understand how you can be this disorganized. You've done this 32 years now. Anyway, yeah, man pages, there's going to be several rounds. There's going to be a round where you... There's going to be like, you know, we'll start off easy. We'll be like, okay, what does this specific flag in this command do, right? So like, what does this flag do? There will be questions about like, there'll be quotes from specific man pages, and you have to figure out what the tool is. There's going to be a round where you have to determine what the long form command is from the short form. I think, or vice versa. I don't know. Okay, what the fuck is going on? Who is actually in the lead? I think it's X-Ticker. No, it's not. It's Ready to Hunt. Ready to Hunt is technically. Liquid Warden dies. Is there a good website to check for that for studying? No. I don't think so. Well, yeah, you're right, 0xJD. The thing is, like I mean, this guy was as far as I'm aware, talking to the contest people. Like, he's not gonna. I 100% believe it. Like, he didn't do anything like wrong. He wasn't malicious or something. But I have messaged him like, what the fuck, with a screenshot of the email. Because I'm so fucking confused. Anyway, well done, Raid Hunt. Oh, boy. All right. Let me make sure we got all this crap. All right. The hell we're gonna do. So we're gonna do mission. From HackingHub. Am I logged in? I am not logged in. Okay, hang on a minute. So mission from HackingHub is actually technically from the NahamCon CTF. I'm going to turn down the music. Alright, this was... Well, what? I thought I logged in. The heck? It literally just logged in. There we go. Launch Hub. Alright, so this was from the HackingHub CDF. So I have technically done 5 out of 7 of the flags. But ran out of time. This was an insanely good challenge. But yeah. We'll go through. Chat is gonna give me the ideas, because I obviously know how to do 5 out of 7 of these flags. So we're gonna work our way through as a team. You guys are gonna tell me what we need to do. Alright? For the first 5 at least. In France, something called Cahier des Charges. I don't know how you say that in French. Which is a technical specs document that you send to the client to know exactly what environment and build they have, so you can prepare and know what other requirements for the job / task you have. Does this exist in English, and what's it called? Yeah, it's usually called like a ROE, Rules of Engagement. It can just be called a scoping document. But yeah, that's generally what happens. Okay, so let's open the browser. All right. We have a login page, chat. We have a login page. Click register. We'll do Tiberius at tiberius.com. Password as the password. Register. Accounts can only be from the harmcon.ctf domain. Okay. We will try Tiberius at the harmcon. Password. Register. Uh-oh. We've emailed you to validate your account. Please click the link enclosed in the email. Well, let's just have a look and see if we can just bypass this. So Tiberius at the harmcon. No. Alright, what do we do, chat? Give me ideas. What are we going to do? Inject. You mean SQL injection? SQL injection. We could try SQL injection. We could do Tiberius at... like that. Oops. Password. No. No. Password reset. Check the source code of the page. That's a good idea. Oops. We're just going to go there. Do we have register? We got jQuery, Bootstrap. We haven't got anything else. We can go back to the main app page, I guess. Oop, crap. That didn't work. That just redirects to app login. That just goes back to app. Which, that's... wait, that's weird. There we go. So, redirects. We could view the registration page. So app/register. Fuzz for all pages is a good idea. Let's do that as well. HackingHub. Mission. Clear. Barracks Buster. Right. Let's do threads 10. URL is going to be this. Word list, we're going to use the default one from Auto Recon. And there should be no recursion, and anything else? That's probably fine. See what happens there. Alright. So we'll run this for a bit. It's found /app, it's found /app login, that's fine. Oh, hang on, it's found dev app. There we go. It's found CMD and CSS as well. Interesting, interesting. Let's go to this, though. Ferox Buster versus FFUF. Well, Ferox Buster is better for just regular directory busting, because it's a directory buster. FFUF is great for just general fuzzing. Like, if I was fuzzing parameters, FFUF is great. Default passwords? I mean, this is a custom app, so I would doubt it's a default password. Okay, so we have a dev app, though. That's interesting. Let's try this. Tiberius@tiberius.com password. Okay, interesting. Well, this is we're logged in. Because we have a logout button. So let's have a look. So this posting to register immediately logged us in with this dev token. We have this dev app API. Let's just send this to repeater. Cool. Try dev app dashboard. Good idea. Page not found. Let's view the source code, though. Let's reference the API. We could try... just get API server. Can we just rename the dev token for the main page? Maybe some same signing key? We could definitely try that. So, yeah, you want to go... You just want to go to just app, right? Redirects to app/login. That doesn't work. We could try doing app API me. Authentication required. Rename token without dev prefix. These are really good ideas. I am proud of you guys. Alright, let's do this first. Nope. We could try this. Nope. You're right, we should look at the token, though. Let's look at the token. If we double-click this bit. So it's just user ID 3. That is literally all the token is. This bit says JWT algorithm HS256. Change the user ID. Let's go to we know it works on dev app. We need dev token. So good idea. We should try user ID 2. And we need to make sure that these equal signs are removed. Authentication required. Change it to 1. Yeah, we can do that. We could try the none attack, right? There we go. Kurt's on the case. We could try replacing this with none. Then we need to remove this signature. No. Image quality is bad? Really? It should be full resolution. If you're on Twitter, I noticed. Like I don't know if if Twitter is for some reason downgrading the stream or not. If you can go to Twitch, Twitch definitely the quality should be high. Let me have a look actually on. I'll go to my own Twitch. I mean my own Twitter. Yeah, you can do YouTube if you want YouTube. I always recommend Twitch. Is just a better platform. I mean, to be honest, I'm looking at it right now on Twitch. I've maximized it on my screen. It looks fine to me. Oh, you know what might be the issue? Hang on. What might be is the issue? I wonder actually. Okay, that might help. We verified the non-encoding didn't work by changing an ID that we know worked. That is a good question. Let's do ID 3. You guys are on fire with these questions. Authentication required. Any other... Anything else? We had a request 20 odd minutes ago to say, Pete Feud forever. Thank you, Rubius. Right, anything else? Maybe alias LFI misconfiguration with Nginx? Potentially. Can the same token be used on a non-dev? Well, we did check. We did do that. I mean, that didn't work. Change it back to 8. Yeah, okay. Let's put the signature back, I guess. Well, let's go back to where it actually worked. Here we go. This works. But can we just remove the signature? You'll say. Whoops, crap, that didn't work. No, needs a signature. I'll give you a hint, chat. We've made an assumption here that the token used on the app endpoint is just token. What if it's not that? App token? We could definitely try app token. No. Is there a way we could potentially find out this token? Find out the cookie name. We don't need to fuzz it. I'll give you that. This honestly, this stumped my CTF team for a few hours. Probably not a few hours, but it stumped them, and then I came on and found the solution. Like, they were going down rabbit holes of, hey, maybe it's some kind of token exploit with the JWT library. Can you go back to app API me? I am in app API me. Where can I find this challenge? It's on HackingHub. HackingHub.io. So what's the one thing I tell you guys whenever you're doing a web application? What's the one thing I tell you guys? The first thing that I always do when I'm testing a web application, what is it? Can we brute force possible token names? We definitely could. That's not how you're supposed to solve this. It's called SQL. That is definitely the first thing I tell you. But what's the first thing I tell you guys to do? Recon. Yes. Exactly. Have we reconned this app? You always say, "What's up, YouTube?" That's true. Authenticated fuzzing? No, don't need fuzzing. Arubius, go away. Yeah, we're logged in right now. We're logged into the dev application. Oh, I don't want to do that. So here's the source code. Have we done everything? Chat, have we explored this application? Like, okay, we're on the dashboard. We're logged in. We're on the dashboard. We've got dev app API me. We've made that call. No, we did that. This call happens automatically. I've purposefully not done something. We could look for subdomains. In this case, we don't need to. There we go. Mailboo gets a gold star. I did not click this logout button. This is functionality, chat. This logs us out. And you're like, okay, so what? Well, let's have a look at the request. Logout unsets the cookie. It doesn't unset the cookie, but it sets it to deleted. And then it expires it, which is, yes, basically the same thing. So now what do we do? There we go, discard gets it. There are two ways we can set a cookie in this application. We can set a cookie by registering or logging in, right? And technically we can get a cookie set by logging out. So what happens if I just do logout, right? It's going to set it to deleted. What happens if we just go to app logout? Oh. This is such a good design. All right. And credit to Adam. I think it's Adam Langley who made this. This was genius. This stumped so many people. This first stage. Because people don't think about, hey, I should probably just click logout. So yeah, like my CTF team, and it's not their fault, right? They assumed, hey, it's a JWT, we're going to attack the JWT, going to like do all this stuff. They were assuming there was something to do with the JWT library that you could potentially manipulate, which are all good thoughts. Those are all great thoughts. They had their CTF caps on for sure. And sometimes it just takes, this is why doing a CTF in a team is really good, because you get different perspectives coming in. And I just came in and I was like, I'm just gonna, what do we need? We need, dev token is interesting as a name for a token. We probably should find out, what the actual token name is. Is there another way of doing that? And I just happened to click logout because that's generally what I do when I'm testing apps. I click everything. And I was like, oh, holy crap, here it is.
Incoming raid.
Hey, thank you, B7H30 for the raid. How was your stream? Okay, so now what we can do... Did I even copy that? I probably didn't. We go back here. App API me. Oh, look at me!
Thank you for following.
We got a flag! And we're logged in. as Michael Johnson at nahamcon.ctn. And the reason we're logged in as Michael is literally all this does is it uses an ID. Is that another raid? Oh my goodness. Ending with Ali, raiding with a party of 100. 2 raids in like a minute. Thank you so much. How was your stream? Double raid. That was very good. Double raid. All right. So yeah, the reason we're logged in as Michael is literally the only thing that's giving us that this app session token includes is the user ID. Okay, so we have got the first flag. This, I believe, is the first flag. Hooray! Yes. I think actually I didn't find the second flag. I think amusingly enough, I didn't find the second flag. Love how you go so slow, explaining everything in detail. Thank you. Anyway, we can go back to the API and then just do this. And now see we're logged in, right? I think. No, okay. I honestly forget what the second flag. Maybe I'm misconstruing it, but anyway, we'll continue. I believe the second flag had something to do with you had to manipulate the API somehow. Anyway, so you can notice here we have a valid user, but we're a user. We're a user role. Boring. So, anything we can do here? How do we get an admin user? Like, let me actually put this. Let's put this cookie in our application, in our browser. The token for prod. Yep. There we go. Okay, I'm logged in. So everyone's saying we should iterate. Well, we could try doing like, okay, user ID 1. That didn't work in the dev app. There's no reason to think it would work in regular app, right? We add user admin to the JWT. We could definitely try that. It's gonna have the same signature issue though. Like the problem is the signature. And we could try setting this to none again. Right? We could try this and then deleting this. But we keep getting this. Enumerate API. We could definitely try and enumerate API commands. Sure, let's do that. So let's just go here, send this to intruder. Put a token there, go to payloads. There's a nice payload in here, which is, I like server-side variable names. It's pretty good. Resume. Get everything with a status code. Oh, look, there's a few things here. Not permitted to do this action. Not permitted to perform this action. Okay, that's good. That's interesting. But I think this is because we're just a user account. Not an admin. Any other ideas? We make a post request to the endpoint. That's a good idea. So you're saying go here, go back to repeater, change request method, probably JSON, right? So we could try doing something like role admin. Endpoint not found. Right, so we can't make a post request to this endpoint. At least it doesn't look like it. What we could also try and do is something like user. Oops. And oh god, I hate this. There we go. Endpoint not found. Copy the output. Yeah, we could do that. Probably, yeah, we could try this. We could probably try users, maybe. Aha! So we can actually post. I think this was the second flag. We can post to the API, the app API users, even though we can't get to it. Okay. If you do it in the user creation process, you may have mass assignment, but we need to figure out how to access our own user first. True. Hence the hint postman. Yeah, I completely missed this one. All right, but let's go down to Michael. Let's try changing him to admin. No. Okay. Well, we have a list of users here. Do you see REU on Discord? I mean, I don't see you on Discord. I don't know where you posted, but like I don't really look at Discord then. Okay. So there's an assumption I think a lot of you make. What user IDs do admins have? Zero? One? No. Linted! Points for Linted. Whichever they get when they create their account. Don't assume that admin users are low IDs. Yes, they very often are. That is not a rule. That is just generally how the first admin is added, right? The first user is generally the admin. Not in this case. First user on here is actually a user. Like, maybe they were an admin. Maybe they were originally the first admin, but they left the company and now they're just a regular old user. All right? There's no rule that says an admin user has to have an ID that's low. Literally, admin users join all the time. So what do we need to look for? We need to look for role admin. In this case, disabled is true. So we probably actually want to look for a user who isn't disabled. There we go. Okay. So now we have an ID of 37. How does this help us, chat? How does this help us? Because we can't forge that ID. Right? We've already tried forging JWTs. We can log into the dev app. Optional is close. You're close. We can't log into the dev app. We don't know the password, for one. We put our post to our first endpoint and change our role? We could definitely try. We already tried post. Maybe we should try put. No. Put doesn't work either. We could try put here, though. No. Cracking password? No. We can't crack the password. There's no password anywhere here. Functionality to change your password? There is none. That's why you gotta use your thinking caps here. Here's a clue. Who are we currently logged in as? Password SQL injection to Supernova username. That is a good idea. It's not the correct one. Right, we're logged in as Mike. Why? How are we logged in as Michael? Did I type this email address when I created my account? Why am I logged in as Michael? User ID. How many users are there in the dev app right now? Linted! Points for Linted again! When we registered the user in the dev app, let's go back down to this function, right? We registered our user in the dev app. Sorry, it's here. We registered a user, which then goes to the database, inserts that user, which was Tiberius at Tiberius with password, right into the database, into the user's table, presumably user's table. And it will increment the ID automatically. And what ID did we get? We got user ID 3, which means when we started this box, there were 2 users in the dev app. Now there are 3. And then we just reuse this on the regular app. So if we were to go and register... If we were to register another user in the dev app, we would get a new cookie with UID 4, right? Which user would we then be logged in as? In the regular app, if we just reuse that cookie. It's not a predetermined string. If I was to go register another user in dev app, Emily, exactly, Xtigger, we would have an ID of 4, and that correlates to the user Emily. And then if I do that again, I would get an ID of 5 in the dev app, and if I reuse that cookie, I would be Chris. and then Patricia, and then Daniel. And I can keep doing this until we get to an admin who's not disabled. And so, I am going to copy... No, not that one. The harm combination .py. Here we go. This is just the Python script that does it. So this is a very simple Python script. Let's word wrap. It's what I used on the original challenge. So I obviously have to update the host here. But basically I did, okay, we're starting at number 1. I don't quite know actually why I did... oh, I know I do. Why don't I use intruder? Because I wanted to check... I wanted to put some logic in where it would stop doing it as soon as I reached an admin. So I didn't actually discover this list. Build Hack Secure. Build Hack Secure, by the way, is the genius who created this challenge. I didn't actually discover that you could do this post request until later. Like, technically, I went from flag 1 to flag 3. So I had no idea how far to go down. I knew what to look for because I knew I could make an API call to API me. So technically, what this does, this num is just to change the email address, right? So I do a register, I just do tib plus the number at tib.com. Password. I proxied it. I don't need to do that, but I proxied it just so I could see all the requests in burp. I then grabbed the dev token cookie. I printed that just in case I needed to use it. I then did a login request on the app. Sorry, no, I didn't do a login. I did a request on the actual app API me, setting token for prod as the cookie. And then I printed login.json. Again, this was mostly debugging. And then I said, okay, well, if the user role is admin and the user disabled is false, break. So let's run this.
Thank you for following.
So technically, I think what we need to do here is do HTTPS now, because this thing uses HTTPS. I think... Is this invalid? I think these are all invalid, right? Oh no. You guys use Let's Encrypt, lovely. That's good. Okay, so these are actually, this should technically work. We shouldn't have to put verify equals false in here. I think this should work. Screw it, let's just try it. Oh, it's going to use proxies anyway. It doesn't use a proxy here, but whatever. Okay. Python. Hooray! It's working. No, it's just because I was proxying through burp, so burp's technically invalid, but... Okay, it should go to like 32 or something, right? Or is it 37? 37. Yeah, so basically all this does is it just iterate. I printed it all out just because I was like scared to fuck everything up, but... Yeah, we get down to this user. Disabled false. Role admin. Oh look, there's an admin flag. Hooray! Cool. And luckily we can just copy this. This is our admin token. So we can literally go here. And refresh, and we are logged in. I think there's an admin. No. Let's go back to our... Okay. Why did you get the admin token? I missed the start of the stream. I would encourage just rewatching the start of the stream later, but effectively we could log in via a dev admin, a dev app. We could create users in the dev app and just reuse the token. So I think now I'm trying to remember what the next stage was. Because we are logged in as an admin. Oh, I know what we did. Yeah, here we go. So we already enumerated, thanks to our intruder attack, a couple of interfaces, users and files. There we go. All right. So let me go back here. So now if we forward this request to repeater, Control R, send that, we get this lovely stuff. But now we can we can just use users again. Now we actually have access to users, right? Because previously we just did a GET request using our old one. We had not permitted. Now we are permitted to see all the users. Hooray! But we also have this files endpoint. Okay. So we have this files endpoint. This is an interesting one. So it turns out directories found 3. Files found 8. Files hidden for security 1. Tip: use filter parameter to select specific file types. So basically, this is quite difficult to read, but effectively it's saying, okay, here are all the files. There's a file called this.php. There's then a directory called CSS. Inside that directory, there's bootstrap.min.css. We kind of knew about that, right? That's in the page source here. There's also a file called index.php. We knew about that. There's a JS directory. There's an L directory with an index.php and O file. Interesting. And then there's robots.txt. I think we knew about robots.txt, but I think robots.txt was technically how you were supposed to find, dev app and command, but I think Ferox supposed to found that for us. Well, we should check out this page. Oops. Okay. I think if I remember, this one was just part of the CTF. It's just to check that the CTF is still working or something. We could go to L. So we go to the L folder. So L has an index.php in it. Yeah, random health script. So that does nothing, but there was an O file as well. And that does nothing either. But there is this filter parameter, so we should probably try this, right? Okay. So, what happens if we... I mean, what do we do now, chat? What do we do now? We got a filter. What should we try? What should we try? Remember, chat's doing the first part of this box before... Because I know how to do most of this box. Okay, let's try PHP first. Okay, PHP. So we get this PHP file. We get the directory CSS, but there's no files in it. We get index.php. We get the JS directory. We get the L directory and index.php. But we get directories found 3, files found 3, files hidden for security 0. Put a wildcard in? We could do that. Actually, let's try hidden first, like Discard said. Hidden, we get just the 3 directories. A wildcard's probably going to be the asterisk. We get nothing. So, filter parameters to select specific file types is important. Use intruder. We can. Yeah, we could try zip. Okay, we could try back. Try old. We could try that. Yep. Nothing. We can try just a dot. No, nothing there. Text. We got robots.txt. Try a single quote. We could definitely try a single quote. Any HTML? No. DB? Nothing. No. No. Probably do files hidden for security.
Thank you for following.
We could try NoSQL. That would be a good idea. Yeah. Internal server error. Lovely. No. Okay, here's a clue. How do you think this filter might work? With if select specific file types, right? We know that we could put PHP in there, and we get PHP files, right? And we know if we put CSS in there, we get CSS files. And we know if we put JS in there, we get JS files. So how could this filter work? Checking if extension contains. I mean, potentially there's probably an easier way. No, nothing to do with command line. Discard gets it. Ends with. Could it be just checking whether the file ends with? Well, how can we confirm that? How can we confirm whether it's just checking if it's ending with something? P. Let's try P. Ooh. Files found 3. In fact, what actually got me onto this was I randomly typed, okay, well, what does index.php? Index.php returns 2. Files found 2, index.phps. There we go. Now we can iterate. Now we can send this to intruder. And we can just add this there. Go to payload, simple list. We'll do A to Z. And what we're going to do is we want to extract. We really want to extract this number because we're looking for hidden files. We don't really care about what files are actually found. We want this number to be presumably 1, right? Oh, look! A V. So we get one hidden file when there's a V. Let's confirm that by going here. Ooh. And so now all we have to do is place a V there, because remember, we're going backwards. We're going from the back of the file. Start the attack again. I'm actually going to adjust this, but there's an N. So we'll put an N here. And what I'm going to do is go to settings and go, hey, don't make an unmodified baseline request. And that will prevent us from getting... There we go. Now we have an E. Ooh, ENV. Okay. Now we have nothing. So yeah, should we just place a dot? We can assume there's probably a dot. It's probably .env. So now... Oh, here we go. We get something in. A W. Okay. Oh, nothing. Okay, well... We were kind of making a few assumptions here, weren't we? We were kind of assuming it was all going to be lowercase. We should probably add all the uppercase and probably 0 to 9. Let's just try that. We don't have to go all ASCII right now, but let's keep it a little simple. Oh, there we go. We get an 8. Ooh, get a D. I'm going to remember this choice and just discard. A D. A 6. Oh, crap. An H. Okay, we get nothing. This could be it then. So we look for... Oh, hang on. Did the box... I should probably extend the time before it... Oh, yes. Okay, good. I need a fucking reminder. Hang on. I'm gonna put an hour timer on my my phone. Remind me to make sure we do this. All right. Let's just copy this to repeater and see what happens if we put it in here. So it does find one. Question is, probably in the app directory, right? No. Oh, there it is. Okay, so it is that. Hooray! And there we go. We get another flag. Is that a tick? Yes, I have Tourette's. All right. Two seconds. Okay. On 1st of August, I started career as a web pen tester. Thanks to you, maybe. Well, thank you. That's great. Congratulations. Okay. um. So now I'm forgetting what we do next. I think. I think it's something to do with this directory. So I think I have to check my notes actually. Um. Whoops. Oh yes, okay. So I think we need to enumerate the API again. I believe. So I don't think I fully enumerated the API. I don't know if doing this will actually give us. No, it won't. So I think there was an API list. I think there's this API endpoints list potentially. We'll try this one. Don't want to URL encode anything. Don't mind if that fails, but yeah. So I think there was actually one thing we missed here, if I recall correctly. I only scanned it with a very, very, very limited word list. These are just because I didn't encode them. Don't worry about this. But this is another reason why you should always use multiple word lists. I think it's because it's quite a if it's the word I'm recalling, I think it's because it's a relatively new word, I think. It's not generally an API word list, I think. I don't know what the hell these are. This is weird. This shouldn't... It's probably a really bad word list. But you're right. It should be in more wordless, to be honest with you. Okay, this one didn't have it. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised it's not in my big one. Oh, hang on. Actions. It probably should be in actions. But no, it's not. All right. I wonder if it's in this one. This one is a bit bigger. Let's try this one, I think. God's skin. Let's just try this one. Yeah, we'll enable encoding as well on this one. All right, let's do this. Yeah, it is odd because if it's the word I'm thinking, which it became a W, right? Yeah, but eventually you should at least find if you've hammered on something enough, you should realize, hey, there's nothing else I can do with this. Like technically we have that command endpoint, right? Like we could have technically gone to the CMD endpoint. I mean, we should try it now probably. We get this moved permanently. If we add the slash, so it's asking us to missing required input. Right, input equals ID. But I believe this worked without the cookie. Yeah, this didn't actually require the cookie to work. This endpoint is further down the line. Alright, well, we're almost there. We're like 75% of the way there. There we go. Okay, no, it's not there. Right, okay, so I mean, slightly odd, but the endpoint was go try and remember it now. I think it was webhook. Yeah. The endpoint was webhook, which interestingly is not in many files, I guess. Yeah, very strange. I think maybe FuzzDB must have it somewhere. Oh, I gotta sign in. Crap. Hang on. Let me do it on my other. I'm not signed in. Okay. Webhook. Okay, yeah, it is in a few. Just not in many of the lists you'd expect it to be. What about FuzzDB? Yeah, it's not in fuzzy B either. I should probably add it. I should probably add it to auto recons list. Arguably, it should be in there. Maybe webhook and webhooks. There we go. Added. All right, I'll commit that at some point. Yeah, so it should be in there. Which is probably, yeah, major reason a lot of people didn't find it. So missing query string. Query string can either mean the literal query string, or it might mean a query parameter. We can always just try missing required query string. I mean, okay, so now we can fuzz this. Send this to intruder. What we want to do is add this, and then probably an equal sign, and depending on what you want to, you can put a lot of things here. I try and maybe set it to true first. That might be a good idea. Then go to payloads, then use, again, a really good server-side variable names is pretty decent. Or form field names. Server-side variable names is really good because you'll get stuff like ID, action page name, username, URL, etc. Let's start the attack and then just see what happens. There we go. URL. The URL provided is not in the specified format. Okay, cool. So we got URL. Excellent. You got it on your list? That's good. I might have to steal your list for auto recon as well. Okay. So, specified format. Can we just do HTTP localhost? Invalid host. Invalid host. Okay, interesting. What do we do here, chat? 127001? Invalid host. Yeah, I'm actually going to copy that URL. Yeah, we could try invalid host. We could try the integer version. Pointed to your host. We could definitely do a collaborator. Yep. Ooh. Didn't get anything interesting though. What we could try though is spoofed. So I believe we do spoofed. It resolves to 127001. Is there anything else we're missing here? This mission was really good because, generally speaking, the last thing you found helped you with the next stage. There was a backend URL. There was. So it was on basically a subdomain of integrity.com. But this is actually integrity.
Thank you for following.
Spoofs.integrity.com. Nope. I don't know if HTTPS works here either. No, it doesn't. Spoofed. I don't. Does spoof.integrity.com work? No. Can we do something like... Ooh, we can. So I think... that doesn't work either. But I think you were supposed to use... There are various services on the internet. Localtest.me is one. So the way localtest.me works, I think we can go www.localtest.me. No. You have to Google. We actually have to go to Google. Readme.localtest.me. So localtest.me is one of my favorites. Basically, any subdomain of localtest.me resolves immediately to 127.0.0.1. Apart from README. README is the only one that doesn't. There we go. So now we've technically, we're abiding by the rules here. We have a host match. Because notice, right? Notice this regex. It's only checking the start of the URL. Or the host, right? It's only checking the start. It just wants one that... It starts with at least one A to Z 0 to 9 character, .integrity.com, and then it doesn't care. Yeah, nip.io is good as well. Okay. So, we have this backend API set. We got a flag. We have another flag. Look at this. We're swimming in flags right now. Okay. So I didn't get flag 6, but I got somewhere with flag 6. So obviously /git check is the only URL apparently, so what we can do is go to /git check. Missing ID parameter, so we need to start encoding stuff. Let's do ID equals 1. Job is already set as complete. Okay, what do we do now? Brute force IDs certainly can. Start from 0, job not found. Job ID not found, alright. So, I mean, we can probably keep going up, but probably not much point. Basically, we have ID equals 1. Checking how git check works. I believe in this case git check was actually a custom script. command inject? Certainly. Try this. Oh! We get a server error. That's interesting. So what happens if we do this? What happens if we do... Let's start encoding shit now. Still a server error. Squeal, maybe? What do we do? What's a good injection to try? Come at me with your SQL injections. A backtick? I mean, that'd be a very weird SQL injection, to be honest with you. Backticks are generally only appear in as surrounding column names. Oreo Byte says do a -1. Nope, server. Think about the ID here. We've got an ID equals 1. What's the SQL injection going to look like? All right, just to get out. Going to be select something. We don't know what it's going to select, right? Select all. Let's just say all from some table where ID equals. What's ID going to equal? What's the most logical thing for this? A number, right? Why would it be like this? Why would it be a string? It's more likely to be this. Input string, yeah, but the input is, and technically this is a string. But why would you inject like this? The ID field is generally going to be a number, an integer. When you're comparing integers in SQL, much easier to just insert the integer. Oh look. If we do this, we get a server error because what we've done here, if we eject a single quote -- right? That's an error. Okay, this was an error. This got us an error, which made sense. But that also got us an error, which also makes sense. We're not doing all 1 = 1. All 1 = 1 is bad. How would you get out of the like operator? I would literally... Yeah, so if you have something like... where name equals... Oh, sorry, name like... user input. If you're injecting in here, and this is your user input, so let's just say your name was, I don't know, Tiberius, right? If your name was... If you're injecting into this... right? Then what you should do, your input, so let's just say name equals Tiberius, right? Let's just say it's like this. So Tiberius is taken here. You should do percentage, a single quote, right? That. Okay? Or if this actually returns something, if just typing the string Tiberius returns something, then by all means, just put Tiberius and then a percentage. Okay? And then do this. And see if it returns. This should return the same thing. If it doesn't return the same thing, then you need to do basically Tiberius percentage do, or not even percent, just do percentage this and 1 equals 1 dash 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 or something like that, right? Then what you can do is and 1 equals 2. Check, compare these two. Okay, these should technically, if the injection is correct, these should give different results because you're doing an and true and an and false. If there's something complex going on, like with this kind of like, for example, like maybe the like is like, maybe you have something like this, right? You have something like this, and then all you're doing here is you're not actually ending the string. What you can do then is you could probably do and something like a like that. Sorry, and. All right, so what you do here is you're injecting here, and technically this is fine. Name like double percentage and 1 equals 1 and a like, and sorry, there should be, you're injecting here. Yeah. And a like percentage. That should work. And you can experiment, like you could put a percentage here yourself, right? A lot of things you could do. I'm gonna check a text message. Good. All right, hang on, I gotta go. 2 secs. I just realized I was muted. Yep. So I have to go. Cat emergency. Unfortunately. Yeah. We gotta take Arya to the vet. Hopefully she'll be okay. Yes, cats come first. Exactly. Okay, we'll continue this, but we got quite far, obviously. But yeah, SQL injection was next, which is great. And well, we have an appointment, so it's okay. We're good though. All right, let's raid somebody. I don't have to leave right immediately, but we will raid somebody. Okay, nobody's actually streaming. Who is... I can't remember how I discovered Code Carol. We're gonna raid Code Carol, though. Unless she's actually ending. She's been streaming for 3 hours. How long's Kitty been streaming? Oh, Kitty just started streaming. Alright, we'll raid Kitty. Alright, we're gonna raid Kitty. Sorry about this. But we got quite far. This was a good box. We will finish it. It's quite easy to finish, I assume. I just ran out of time on the CTF, but yes. Luckily, I've saved this, so we should be good.
Gratitude dispensed.
I appreciate it. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for subscribing. Aniziki. Thanks, everyone, for following. Thanks for the raids. And yeah, say hi to Kitty. Apologize I couldn't be there, but yeah. Thank you so much. I will see you at some point. I don't know when, but anyway. Maybe later tonight. It might be later tonight. Who knows? Okay, let's go to the stream ending. Alright. So please give me a follow on Twitter, join my Discord server, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and of course, give me a follow on Twitch. And yeah, say hi to Kitty. Alright. Bye, everyone.